Hey everyone, I'm working to hit 1,000 subscribers and I need your help to get there. If you enjoy this content, please hit that subscribe button right now.
What happens when time itself seems to blink first, when a 36-year-old veteran looks the aging curve square in the eye and politely ignores it, producing the best numbers of his career while delivering a home run that will echo through Blue Jays history for decades? The real mystery isn't whether George Springer can do it again in 2026. The real question is whether Toronto's entire championship blueprint has been quietly designed with the assumption that he already has. And when you pull on that thread, the full master plan of this organization begins to reveal itself. Hello Jays Nation, and welcome back to Jays Quick News, your trusted home for everything Toronto Blue Jays, where big moments meet deeper meaning. If you enjoy analysis that goes beyond the back of the baseball card and into the soul of this team, make sure you like the video, share it with a fellow fan, and subscribe so you don't miss what could be the most revealing season of this era. George Springer's 2025 season felt less like a resurgence and more like a plot twist nobody saw coming. At an age when most outfielders are negotiating graceful decline, Springer authored the most statistically dominant campaign of his 12-year career. At 35, he slashed .309, .399, .560, posting a monstrous .959 OPS and a 161 OPS plus, all career highs. His 32 home runs and 84 RBIs marked his most productive power season since his 2019 All-Star year in Houston. He stole 18 bases while getting caught just once, not with reckless speed, but with surgical intelligence. This wasn't survival baseball. This was control. But numbers alone don't capture the strangeness of what unfolded. This wasn't a case of bloopers falling in or pitchers making mistakes at the wrong time. Underneath the surface, Springer achieved something almost unheard of. He improved. He didn't maintain. He didn't plateau. He improved in the areas players are supposed to lose first. His barrel rate reached the highest point of his career. His exit velocity matched its peak. And most astonishingly, his bat speed increased by nearly 2 miles per hour at age 35. His average competitive swing jumped from the 52nd percentile in 2024 to the 73rd percentile in 2025. That kind of growth at that stage of a career borders on heresy in baseball circles. This is where the story stops being about George Springer alone and becomes about the system that unlocked him. Toronto didn't stumble into this outcome. They engineered it. First-year hitting coach David Popkins didn't just tweak swings. He rewired an organization. His impact was so profound that Baseball America named him the 2025 MLB Coach of the Year, an honor that barely scratches the surface of what he accomplished. Under his guidance, the Blue Jays led all of Major League Baseball in batting average, on-base percentage, and hits, while posting their lowest strikeout rate in 8 seasons. With essentially the same roster, Toronto leapt from 23rd in runs scored in 2024 to 4th in 2025. Popkins brought something rare to a Major League clubhouse, a blend of biomechanics, creativity, and permission. Permission to think differently. Permission to trust feel over fear. His background allowed him to see what others missed. When he studied Springer's swing, he didn't see decline. He saw untapped efficiency. He saw bat speed waiting to be reclaimed. Through deliberate mechanical work and a renewed approach, Springer unlocked a version of himself that had been hiding in plain sight. This wasn't luck. This was development at a championship level. Toronto's offense didn't just improve. It acquired an identity, a personality. Pitchers felt it from the first inning. Balls were put in play. Counts were worked. Pressure mounted. During the regular season, the Blue Jays suffocated opponents with contact and discipline, then somehow elevated that approach in October, averaging nearly 6 runs per game across 18 playoff contests. When the lights grew harsh and the margin for error disappeared, this offense didn't shrink. It sharpened. George Springer became the embodiment of that identity. His Game 7 ALCS home run against Seattle wasn't just a swing. It was a release. A go-ahead 3-run blast in the 7th inning that carried Toronto to its first World Series appearance since 1993. That moment now lives in sacred company alongside Joe Carter's walk-off and Jose Bautista's bat flip. Those are the swings that define eras, and Springer etched his name into that lineage with authority. Even adversity couldn't knock him off course. A side injury during World Series Game 3 might have sidelined others, but Springer played through it, embodying the durability that has quietly defined his Toronto tenure. He's appeared in at least 133 games in 3 consecutive seasons, and his transition into a full-time designated hitter role offers a clear path to preserving his body for what comes next. So what should Jays Nation realistically expect from George Springer in 2026? This is where discipline matters. Expecting another MVP-caliber season would be tempting fate. Regression is natural, but decline is not inevitable. The mechanics that drove his resurgence aren't vanishing overnight. A reasonable projection sees Springer batting around .285, launching 25 to 28 home runs, reaching base at a .370 clip, and continuing to run the bases with veteran precision. That production would still place him among the most valuable designated hitters in the sport and firmly at the heart of Toronto's lineup. More importantly, his role extends beyond the stat sheet. The Blue Jays enter 2026 with championship infrastructure already welded into place. Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s historic 14-year, $500 million extension has locked in stability. The offensive philosophy is proven. The coaching staff has earned trust. Springer fits into this blueprint as the tone setter, the player who shows younger teammates what preparation looks like when it's done properly. There is also the Anthony Santander factor looming in the background. Toronto didn't sign Santander without understanding the positional conversations it would create. But great teams don't fear surplus. They welcome it. Having more impact bats than available slots is not a problem. It's leverage. Springer's postseason experience, leadership, and uncanny ability to rise in defining moments make him indispensable, regardless of where he stands on the defensive alignment card. George Springer didn't just silence critics in 2025. He rewrote the assumptions around aging, preparation, and adaptation. Career-best numbers at 35. Iconic playoff heroics. Tangible mechanical growth. 3 consecutive healthy seasons. All signs point not to a sudden cliff, but to controlled descent at worst, sustained excellence at best. And that's the quiet brilliance of Toronto's plan. They aren't betting on miracles. They're betting on systems. On development. On veterans who evolve rather than erode. Springer's 2026 isn't about repeating magic. It's about proving that what happened wasn't magic at all. So let me ask you, Jays Nation. With Springer anchoring the top of the order, Guerrero secured for the long haul, and David Popkins building an offensive machine designed to last, are the Blue Jays positioned for sustained championship dominance? Drop your predictions in the comments. I want to hear how you see Springer's 2026 shaping Toronto's dynasty blueprint. If you enjoyed this deep dive into George Springer's future, make sure you like the video, subscribe to Jays Quick News, and turn on notifications so you never miss our breakdowns of what truly makes this organization special. This story is still being written, and the next chapter might be even better than the last. Let's go Blue Jays!